We make your future.
Alright, hello everyone. Welcome back to the InGen Company Board podcast. This is Jurassic Adventures, and I'm with my other co-hosts.
848.
Dino Productions.
Indo Productions.
And Dachshund 93.
Alright, and we have a ton to cover today. A bunch of stuff just got revealed, a bunch of toys since we did our last podcast. So, starting off, we have the new Danger Packs, and we have Dacosaurus, we have Boreopelta, we have another Velociraptor, we have Pyroraptor, and then we also have Ornithochirus, which is a pterosaur. So, what do we think about these?
I think they're okay. I mean, Danger Packs isn't really my cup of tea anymore, just because of how obscure they're getting. But the Boreopelta is not actually that bad, and it's one of the very few dinosaurs we actually do know the coloration of, and they got it semi-close. It's not, like, on point, but it's close enough. I think the Ornithochirus is cool, but I have to see an in-person picture of it before I make any decisions on purchasing it.
I really do like the Boreopelta. I think that's a good sculpt. It looks pretty nice overall. Dacosaurus does not look too bad either. I just think these are probably going to be hard to get, so I don't know. I'm not going to go out of my way too much to try and find them, because the other Danger Packs are really expensive and hard to get now.
Yeah, because for some reason they're not showing up at Target. They're showing up everywhere else. I've literally not seen anything new at Target involving Dino Escape, but I'm sure everybody's having that same issue. So I have a feeling that they're also going to be really hard to find. I'd like to get my hands on that Dacosaurus, honestly. I mean, it's weird, but it's also kind of cool looking. I think I'd do a good repaint.
Anyone else? Yeah,
Oh,
there you
I
go.
said they're pretty cool. You know, they're not too bad, but really not trying to collect that stuff anymore. I'm just focusing more on Legacy, Hammond Collection, little tiny smidge of Epic Damage Battle, whatever it's called, and maybe they'll make more retro. I don't know.
Yeah,
So.
yeah.
That'd be great.
Yeah, I'm not really interested in these. That's just my 2 cents there.
Fair.
I mean, I think they look better than a lot of the stuff that they've been doing recently. So
Mhm.
Sure.
Yeah, fair.
Absolutely.
the Raptor, not so much. The Raptor does not look good.
I think we're at a 96 Raptor, I believe.
Mattel Raptor number
boy.
5,683. Let's go! Yay!
Yeah, we don't need more Raptors, even though if these were more accessible, I'd probably get a few for customs and stuff like that, because it's a really solid Raptor sculpt. It's not ideal. But next we're going to move into the Strike Attack. I don't think we talked about these last time, so we're going to get into it now. What we have is the Gigant Spinosaurus. I don't know how to say that, so don't flame me in the comments. Prestosuchus, Atrociraptor, and Dilophosaurus.
I honestly forgot these existed, or going to exist. I will say the Atrociraptor with the quills, that's a very cool detail, especially since it's kind of, I don't know if it's actually true, but they're saying that the Atrociraptors had a little bit of JP3 Raptor DNA. I think it's cool. At least it's something different from the other Atrociraptors. It's just not a repaint. It's actually like an altered sculpt. I think that's kind of cool. I think they should do more like that, just to give it a little more diversity.
I agree. I think that the Atrociraptor is pretty cool. I don't need another Dilophosaurus, especially in that ugly sculpt. The Prestosuchus has a really ugly sculpt with a massive head, and then I don't need the Gigant Spinosaurus because it just kind of looks like every other sort of Stegosaurid, from Mattel. But yeah, I think the Atrociraptor is cool. I think it would have been really cool if they did more of like a JP3 male color scheme or something kind of inspired by that.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
You know, it would have been cool if they did a color scheme similar to the canceled JP3 male Velociraptor. I think something like that would have been really cool.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
Like a little Easter egg. That would have been cool for sure.
Oh god, yeah, I'd buy that in an instant. Because I'm definitely not buying the other ones. That Dilo is horrible from what I can remember. It uses that really crappy 2020 like Savage Strike mold, right?
Yeah, that's correct. It's
Ugh.
not a very appealing figure. It has a kind of an interesting color scheme, but it's not. It's nothing crazy.
No, and I don't really need Prestosuchus. That thing is just ugly. Like in my personal opinion, I just think it's like one of the ugliest Mattel figures ever designed. And I don't really need a
Mhm.
Gigantospinosaurus either. Like, eh.
All right. Any concluding thoughts on that before we take off
It's
to the
all
next
right.
section?
Just more stuff to the I don't know. It's okay.
More stuff
I
collecting
Yeah.
like the
dust.
Velociraptor.
I think, as Jacob said earlier, a lot of collectors are sort of straying a little bit more away from the main line, just to focus on some of these other sublines that are definitely producing better stuff that are is more consistent, like with the franchise. So after that, we have the Wild Roar Irritator, Orcaraptor, Regaloceratops, and Nigersaurus. Yeah, any thoughts on these guys?
Uh,
Me and Jacob
it's
gonna have the same thought on that one.
I mean,
Eh.
it's cool. I mean, the Irritator looks kind of cool, and the I don't know if I should say that word.
The
Just in case,
Orcaraptor?
but it's
This-
cool.
The Ceratopsian, or which one?
The
I think he's talking about the green one.
Oh,
The murder turkey?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
yeah, it's best to just
no, he's not
say-
talking about the
say-
murder turkey. He's talking about the
Yeah, he's about the sauropod.
Oh.
sauropod.
the one that's named after
Yeah,
our country.
Nigersaurus. It's a country,
Yeah.
guys.
Nigersaurus. Don't cancel us,
Um,
please.
No, so I mean the Nigersaurus is kind of cool. It has this sort of like bumps on it. I don't like the paint too much. It looks really cheap.
Yeah.
It is based on the Jurassic Evolution one, so that's cool that he did that.
Mhm.
I
Yeah.
like that one in Evolution. It's one of my favorite Steves in parks, honestly.
The Regaloceratops is kind of cool. It's very different from the Beast of the Mesozoic one, much more exaggerated. The quills are interesting. I'm still not too intrigued by this one, especially since it kind of looks like Big Bird. And then the Orcaraptor. I think the Orcaraptor is actually probably the coolest one here. But again, I'm just not too
Is that
interested.
the
It
one
has a
with the
cool color.
feathers?
Yeah, it's the one with the feathers and the
Yeah,
black
that's
and the
pretty cool.
green.
I like it.
That one's
It's a
kinda
cool one though. It's pretty fat though, so
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
pretty thick, but not.
he's chunky.
He's chunky boy.
He's a little chunky.
Mm. Any other thoughts before we move on with those?
I kind of forgot these were revealed too. It's been a while since I've actually looked at the mainline reviews.
Mhm.
Mostly because I'm not really just. This whole mainline stuff, I think, in the next few years. I don't think Mattel's got very long with the mainline before collectors start to get bored and they're like, okay, it's just more species I've never heard of. Like,
And more two-color dinosaur toys.
Oh, I know,
Yeah,
right? The paint
yeah.
jobs are getting worse.
They're progressively
yeah.
getting more lackluster. For the gigantic trackers, we have the Elasmosaurus, and then we also have, I don't know if I'm saying this right, but the Bistaheia Eversaur. I probably said that completely wrong.
Good enough.
But yeah, good enough is right. We already went over the Elasmosaurus. I think we're all agreed that it was actually probably one of the better figures from the
Yeah.
main line.
Definitely one of the best
I like
out of
that
this
one.
year so far.
I like that one. I might pick that one up.
Same.
But for the other one, the Tyrannosaurid, I think that one's really weird.
Yeah, me too.
That's a hard pass for me. I don't understand it. Like
Why the
Mattel,
spikes?
yeah, I don't understand the spikes. I don't understand why it looks the way it does. Maybe because I don't really know much about this species, but I've seen the Beast in the Mesozoic one, and that one actually looks pretty good. So I'm guessing that's what it looks
Oh
like
yeah, that one's
paleolacquer
outstanding.
wise, and now I'm just looking at what Mattel made it into, and it just kind of looks a little weird. Also, I'm not a fan of like
Yeah.
the marbling they keep doing with the figures now, where there's just these weird like color mixes inside the plastic. It looks like
The watches.
yeah, I don't like that at all, honestly. It's one of the worst Mattel design choices I've seen, at least in my personal opinion, because it just kind of looks like someone dropped a couple drops of paint in the mix and it just
Yeah, they
didn't
don't
mix.
look like purposeful.
No, it looks
don't
like
look-
complete accident. And I remember with the Siamosaurus, when that came out, that thing just looked so... I mean, first of all, the Siamosaurus is a god-awful figure anyway, but that white plastic marbling just kind of made it look ugly and moldy. Same
Yeah.
with the new Stegosaurus. Like, it's not a bad sculpt, it's just
Yeah.
the plastic marbling looks awful.
For sure. And the thing I think that's really bad is the colors are dark that they choose, or like, they stand out amongst the plastic that they choose. And also, like they're really spread out the marbling. It's not like really controlled in any way. So it's like hard to know what's like a paint error sometimes or what's like the marbling. It's not great. But yeah, I really don't like the new gigantic tracker, Tyrannosaur. I think that one does not look great. The quills are really weird. It even has like an action feature with the quills, which is even weirder. Almost like it's like a Scorpius or something like that. And as far as we know, this thing does not have quills, and I don't know, they made this thing into some sort of weird iguana hybrid type thing, and I'm not a big fan. I'm also not a big fan of that crouching pose, so
They probably did just because it's a Tyrannosaur, and I think Mattel's like, their logic behind making a Tyrannosaur is, oh, well, we have to make it look different from the T-Rex. It's like, well, you can tell when something's a T-Rex, and you can tell when something's not a T-Rex. The only time they did this and it worked in their favor was Albertosaurus, because I gotta say, Mattel Albertosaurus was pretty good. At least back in the day, back in 2019 when that thing first came out, I really liked it.
yeah, I agree. I do like the Mattel Albertosaurus. I think that one's cool, especially the battle damage one.
Oh yeah.
But yeah.
Let's hope for HE1.
I
And
know,
then
right?
after that, I think we haven't even covered the T-Rex.
I don't think so.
Yeah,
I don't think we have. I don't recall talking about
Oh,
that.
what, the Hunt and Shop?
Yeah. So this is the desert T-Rex. It's
Cool.
not the greatest looking.
I
It's
mean,
alright.
the paint's really bad, but it looks pretty cool. I think with a good paint job, it looked pretty good.
This is
Yeah,
the
I
mainline
enjoyed-
T-Rex, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
is like their big T-Rex release of the year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's
It's,
not a Rexy this time, just another Rex.
I mean, I like how they're giving it a different paint scheme. It's not just Rexy version. I lost count. What are we on, 7 now?
Yeah.
Like, it's a different paint
46.
scheme. Yeah. My confusion... Well, maybe I'm confused on why they took the tail off. I guess probably doesn't have any action features, so they don't need to...
I think
keep
this one's cheaper.
Yeah, probably.
I think this one is a more
30 bucks. It's 30 bucks.
I think it's like 35, which
Huh.
is compared to like 40. It doesn't
it'd be
have any
30 or
electronics
25.
or anything.
I don't think this one's electronic.
It
Yeah,
is
it has no
electronic. It says it on the
electronics.
box.
Oh wait, no electronics.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's electronic. There's a sound. If you look at the picture on the
Oh,
box,
yeah, I
hopefully I
see
throw
it.
it up on the screen, but there is a little microphone, not a microphone, but like that
Oh,
audio.
okay, yeah.
Oh wait, it does. Yeah. Why don't
I
they
can
show
never-
that?
I almost jumped out of my seat there. Finding like a T-Rex with no electronics. I mean, that would be perfect. But I will say that it does have a nice sculpt. I don't like the paint
Yeah.
scheme. I do like the additional capture
Yeah.
gear.
It's kind of an old sculpt though. It's not.
I
don't think
did
it's
notice
that new.
something.
It's like a
about that
retool.
Rex.
Yeah.
It could pass
If you
as a
look on
male
the
Rex.
neck of the Rex, it actually has a little bulge, like the buck kind of does. It has like a little
Oh, yeah, you're
throat thing
right.
if you look really close. It's
I mean, they
small,
resculpted
but-
the neck a little bit. It's more reminiscent to I think like the female Rex. Still, but yeah, it does have a little bit of that.
That's kind
That sort of neck hanging down.
If they want to do a green one in the future, or just throw it out there.
But yeah, I mean, it doesn't look terrible. It is probably the least painted T-Rex we've got from Mattel.
Oh
Mhm.
yeah. without a
Two
doubt.
colors.
If this thing ever went on the clearance, I'd probably pick one up to repaint. I think a good repaint for this one would probably be the JP3 T-Rex. At
Ooh,
the end
that'd
of the
be
day,
kinda
it's
cool.
not a breathtaking figure. It's no Hammond T-Rex
This-
for sure.
This is not high on the wish list at all.
Oh
Yeah.
god,
Nah.
no.
It's C tier. It'll be picked up, but flames.
Oh yeah, definitely C tier.
Hence
If I
the
had to
name
rank it,
C
I'd give it a
tier.
C.
Really quick
Yeah.
before we move on, just kind of want to like throw this out there. I mean, I think the concept of having the Dino Trackers as a line is a pretty smart idea. I mean, because
Mhm,
the name
mhm.
itself just says Dino Trackers. So I think as a consumer, you're just envisioning like little humans to go with it, along with the dinosaurs, kind of like what Kenner did, back in their day. But
Yeah.
but just seeing like I did pull up a Collect Jurassic's Instagram, and just seeing like a commercial that's been recently posted, you only get one figure with the vehicle. So
Yeah, I do
mean,
wish they would
just the
do.
name, yeah, it kind of really defeats the purpose of calling it Dino Trackers when you have nothing to track the dinosaurs with.
Mhm.
It just
You have a
doesn't
point.
really make any
No
sense there.
humans, no cars, just one human
Yeah.
and one car, and that's it.
Yeah,
I
hope we get
agree
more in the future.
wholeheartedly.
We definitely need some more
I think-
humans.
I think they should have done a car for each biome or a vehicle set for each
Oh my
biome.
god! Imagine. if-
I'd like to
if
see
for
a boat.
Oh,
Like,
for the
they
water
should-
biome, we get a boat.
Yeah.
Yeah, they at least could have done like a boat. I feel like, because
It's for, like-
that's something we haven't seen really from them yet. But
And for like the jungle biome, we get like a jeep, like an actual jeep, like a dark green jeep.
oh yeah, like a Lost World type thing.
And then
That'd been
if
cool.
they did like a biome for like the sky and stuff or something like that, and that's not really a biome, but they did. I think a really cool helicopter that could fit 4 people in there.
Hmm.
I'd like to see
Yeah,
a
it does.
plane.
I was gonna say
Mhm.
that. I think a plane could be pretty cool.
That'd be really cool.
I'd like to see a
I
boat
think would
from
be-
Mattel as well.
Would be interesting would be. Oh, sorry to interrupt.
No, you're good. You can go ahead.
What I think would be cool is like maybe even like black vehicles, maybe with InGen logos or with Jurassic logos or something like that, kind of like how you see in like Jurassic World when they're on the beach.
Like the
And all
Tiger
the InGen guys.
the Tiger something.
I think it's called
Yeah,
the
Textron Tiger kinda.
or something. I have no idea.
Yeah, but there's also like Humvees and stuff like that with that black paint scheme. I think that would be kind of cool.
I'd love to see Mattel do a Humvee, like a Lost World one with like the.
I want a
basically, I just
Snagger
want a
Humvee.
modern version of the Kenner Humvee. That thing is awesome.
The
I want
Snagger
the-
would be awesome.
I want the Snagger.
I'd snag one.
Yeah, I think they should do like a less articulated version of like the HC Packy to go with that. And
Yeah.
call it a day.
That would be kind of like what they did with the juvenile para for the Isla Sorna capture pack.
Yeah, but and then like put in one of the Lost World human hunters, like AJ or someone like that. AJ, my bad.
Ooh,
Oh.
that'd be a good way to include one of the hunters.
RJ and either a Packy or a Tiger Raptor, since he gets killed in the Lost World by Tiger Raptors.
Yeah, that could work. Next, though, for mainline, we have the Camouflage and Battle Indominus, and I will say I am a fan of this figure. I think it looks really nice. I don't like that the placement of that tag, but other than that, I think it's pretty solid. I'm not a huge fan of that dark gray, but I think the action feature is kind of cool, and the sculpt's really nice.
I love the new sculpt. Honestly, if they make a Hammond Collection Indominus and this is the sculpt we got, I'd be 100% okay with it. But I do agree with you on the scan thing. I don't like how they're putting it on the leg. They did that on the Red Rex too. It's a little too noticeable. I would love it if they just went back to putting it on the bottom of the foot the way it was originally. That didn't need changing in the slightest. But it's Mattel. They have to change things up apparently.
Yeah, for no reason too. I like the longer tail as well.
Yeah, I really
The
like
more
this
like
figure.
the bigger arms too, that are in like a different pose. I think that's cool.
I prefer this one than the old one because I think the old
It's a
one.
direct upgrade.
The old one. I don't know. It looked weird if you think about it. I mean, it's just the tail was short, the feet were okay, but the head was super thick. Like that neck was thick.
I
Yeah.
think they did that
Yeah.
just to fit the action feature of swallowing humans. I think we've said something about this before, maybe just us talking. I'm not sure if we
Also-
said in the podcast, but that thing is wide. But then
Yeah.
again, it was also Mattel's first iteration, the Indominus, and when that came out in 2019, it was miles ahead of the crappy Hasbro one we got back in 2015. So
The bad boy. Yeah, they had.
Realistically, I don't think that was a bad figure, but I mean,
Yeah.
this seems to have addressed a lot of issues that figure had as well. So
I just hope it doesn't fall over like the old one because that old one
Oh my
will
God.
not.
yeah,
that
that's
thing don't stand
true.
anymore.
They seem to fit like the posture on this one, like
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
Mhm.
the way it's standing. That's a lot better.
Yeah, I think it just looks better overall. Looks a lot more menacing with the sculpt and everything.
Yeah, I would still
I guess-
prefer it like being like neutral pose, you know,
Mhm.
being like over like aggressively stance, you know, just to make it stand a little bit better. But you know, that's just me throwing my 2 cents in.
We'll never
Yeah.
get that lucky.
Do you know what I wish? Instead of that placement, with the tag thing where you scan it, it would have been really cool if they didn't put it on the leg. They should have put it on the arm because if you think about it, in the movie, it claws out the little tracker in the arm, and that would be kind of cool for it to open to see the tag.
Maybe,
That would
yeah.
actually be
Or
That'd be smart, because then it would actually tie into the Dino Tracker thing, because the Indominus
If they ever
canonically
do a
had a tracking
Spino-
implant.
it was in
If
its
they-
arm and it clawed it out.
If they ever do a little a Spino, they should do the scar on the hindquarters as a pull-out thing.
That would be cool.
We already went over 93 Classic. They're pretty cool. They hit stores.
They're awesome.
Yeah, they're pretty good actually. The only complaint I have is the weapons are really big, and so the characters can basically like not hold them. But
I was
Yeah.
thinking with regular guns too.
now for Legacy Collection, we don't actually have any official images. Toyopolis, I think, what, like a few weeks back now?
We have one image. I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's not official though. That is going to be the Buck Rex, Ian Malcolm, Lost World, and Mercedes pack. There's no official name for that yet. I mean, no listing or anything that we've seen so far. But that one it looks pretty cool. The Rex does not look great. There's some blurry images of it. It's really underpainted, and the sculpt for a buck is really odd. But it is a new sculpt on the head and neck, I believe.
They did make the neck
But
just
yeah.
a slight bit bigger.
The Mercedes, though, looks really cool. Ian Malcolm also looks really cool, so I'm excited for that one overall. But what do you guys think?
I think this looks good. I just I'm kind of over the thing that Mattel thinks they always have to put a T-Rex with the pack. Wish they would just sell it separately to make it cheaper. But overall, I'll probably still get it.
Humans and vehicles don't sell without a dinosaur, said nobody ever. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm sure there's actual research.
I get
went
what they
into that,
mean with
but-
like the kids. I get what they mean with like the kids and stuff, and like this, the stores don't want to buy it generally, but like still, I think it's a bit annoying for sure.
Very annoying.
At the very least, they could have put like another dinosaur in there or something, like some other thing else.
Like
Strip the articulation off HC Junior and throw him in that set.
I was just
would be
about to
cool.
say they
Cool.
could just throw a baby
Like
Rex in there and call it a day.
Hide.
like an
I'd love to
actual
see
like
hide.
like an actual size baby Rex. Because if you remember, the baby Rex in the movie is like really small, so that would be kind of cool to add like
Yeah.
a non-articulated baby Rex, just just for there.
Kind of like a halfling.
Yeah, it's just smaller like that.
Yeah, but
Oh, you know what'd be really cool? Is if instead of if they're gonna do that, instead of Ian Malcolm, they should have Nick Van Owen and Sarah Harding, but with like a little bit of blood on her jacket. That'd be
Oh
kind
my
of cool.
God.
That
Oh
would
my
be
God,
pretty
dude, that was
cool.
so cool.
But that they don't think like that, so
No,
No, they don't think smart.
I don't think there's a real diehard fan in the Mattel Jurassic team. There might be a couple
No.
like fans of the franchise, but I don't think there's like
they like it, but it's
they
not-
like it, but they don't like. They're not obsessed with it.
Like we are.
Yeah, they're not obsessed. Like, come on, they got to get on our level.
All right,
Yeah,
but I mean, I love the set. I think it's really cool. The Rex is, but I think the Malcolm is actually looks pretty sick. He looks really cool, like super accurate to the movie. But
Mhm.
I'll say this though, total missed opportunity to have Eddie Carr in it. Because if you remember from the movie, Eddie Carr gets killed by the Buck Rex in the movie. So I think that would have been like the perfect set. Like I think if it had Eddie Carr, I think it would have called Isla Sorna Rescue Pack or something. You know how
Yeah.
I was trying
That
to
would've
rescue
been-
the RV.
Ooh.
They
Right.
what they could have done is
Yes.
they could have made the top come off. I mean,
It
could have made the
might-
top
It might,
come off
it might
with like
come off.
pegs or whatever. No, it doesn't. And then you can see like you could have it so it's damaged, and then Eddie Carr, he has like a little where his articulation is in his midsection, it's like a little split off, so you can have him get cut in half.
Yeah,
That's
Have it,
very
have it,
cool.
have it.
That's
Oh,
very
I wish they
90s
did that
sort
now.
of.
That's such a missed opportunity. I mean, I like how we're
Mega
getting a Lost
missed.
World Malcolm figure since we really don't have one from Mattel yet. I mean, like we have the Kenner one,
Mhm.
but that's not really saying much. It's
No,
25
like we're
gold
getting a
figure.
true Lost World Malcolm. I just think Eddie Carr would have been really cool because that's a
Yeah, I'd rather
it's a
see
brutal
Eddie.
scene, but I think that would be a really fun one to recreate.
Yeah.
I like the splitting open the torso thing. Oh man, and I wish they did that. Well, hey, there's two Mercedes, so you know there's still time.
Yeah, we'll
Because
see.
I think, if I'm not mistaken, the two Mercedes were slightly different.
They
Yeah.
had slightly different camouflage patterns.
One of them, like the back was opened. It's almost
Yeah.
like a truck.
Oh yeah, it was a truck bed. Yeah. All right, but after that, now we have Epic Damage, and we have the Dimetrodon. That we don't have a picture of it or anything, but that is coming in the smaller assortment. But as you know, the smaller assortment is actually pretty big, so it's gonna be a bigger Dimetrodon. So What do you think about this one?
I'm curious to see what it looks like. I would love to see if they made like a classic Kenner throwback scheme on it, since it is a bigger Dimetrodon. Maybe a different, or maybe like an alternative sculpt, just to make it look a little different. Because I guarantee you it's probably just going to be the Dominion Dimetrodon, which is a step up from the 2019 Dimetrodon, but I just think seeing something a little bit different, maybe just like different proportion-wise, like maybe the sail is taller or all that. But I think they're just making them
it's
bigger
like a
just
little
so they
bit.
can shove the electronics in it, which we don't really need.
Oh yeah, they don't. They are doing that. I think overall though, some of these figures look really cool. Like the Raptor looks, the JP3 male Raptor actually looks really cool, I think. But I don't know how a Dimetrodon would look. As you said with the classic scheme, I think that would be really cool, especially since most of these dinosaurs have like movie accurate color schemes and stuff like that. So maybe a Kenner style, green and yellow, just to make it have some sort of character would be cool.
Yeah.
And not just Dominion.
Yeah. I think if they
I mean,
did
that'd be kind of cool.
if they did a Kenner scheme, I think more people would be more inclined. See, that's the thing. Mattel, I don't think they realize how much we would eat up like a classic scheme figure. I guarantee since all the JP30 stuff is coming out now, they're going to make a lot of money off of that line just because of the classic Kenner throwbacks. I just think it'd be a better idea. Like, if they're making figures that nobody's really going to want, they don't have the collector in mind. That's the thing. They just have the child in mind. I don't know what goes on at Mattel headquarters.
They probably throw darts at a window, at a wall, and see what sticks.
Hey, that's how they figure out the color schemes. They throw darts at a color board.
Yeah, sounds about right. We have the Ford playset. I think this one looks really cool. The big Raptor has a decent sculpt too, and it's also a bigger Raptor, so could do some sort of throwback type custom with it. I think the battle damage feature of the Ford's really cool. What they don't show you is that this hood section actually pops off, kind of like the classic Kenner one. So I'm really excited for this to finally come to the States. I will be purchasing this one.
Yeah.
If it ever shows
Because
up
I
in
think
a
that's a
Walmart
really
shelf.
cool feature.
God, I hope this shows up in Walmart. I'm so scared it's not gonna.
I
got
found the
that bad
Dialo
feeling.
the other day, so I have hope. I haven't seen the Raptor,
Yeah.
but I saw the Dialo on the top shelf, and I'm like, okay, it's gonna be another
I
3
found
months
the-
before that thing shows up. But
I found the Raptor not too long ago. So
Yeah, you're like the first one to see
yeah,
it.
you were like the first
Yeah.
one.
I know it wasn't that great, to be honest. But
You're famous, Indo.
I know. I don't think they'll have a problem with the Ford set showing up. I think it'll get there.
Eventually.
It's gonna take a while. It's Walmart.
I might dirty this one up
Sure.
with a bit of washes and stuff like that because I already have an 04. I mean, that's the first one we got, so.
I
Yeah.
might
I
turn my
forgot they didn't
legacy
change the
one.
number.
I might turn my legacy one into an 05 and leave that 04 as it is.
Yeah, that sounds cool. Next we have... What do we have? Did we go over Hammond Collection?
We haven't.
Oh,
We're waiting for
no.
this.
We have Hammond Nedry, Hammond. That's real funny. We have Junior and the baby Stegosaurus. I think these are all, except for the baby Stegosaurus, but the baby Stegosaurus, it's really just the head. The body looks fine, I would say, but the head is a little
The head sculpt
achy
ain't it?
breaky, for sure.
Marco mix. Sorry.
Yeah, I hope he makes a head replacement for this one because it's just really not that great.
Yeah.
Junior looks really cool. Hammond looks awesome, and Nedry. I mean, I think all those will be great.
Oh God, yeah.
I want to see Junior in box. I actually want to see all of them in box if they could do inbox photos.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, it's weird. We
We only
haven't
saw
seen any
boxes for
inbox
the
photos.
medium. Only for the medium dinosaurs, not for any of the smaller ones.
I mean, those are going to be showing up real soon from Amazon. I actually got those pre-ordered up, so
Ooh.
it's going to be
I'm
kind of
excited.
exciting.
Very excited.
And they're shipping like in May 12th and May 20th.
No, they're
That's
shipping early. They're shipping really early, so I'm very excited for that.
Oh, mine's still
I just
saying
hope I can
May 12th.
get the Corythosaurus.
Oh,
Yeah.
I want it so
I
bad.
know,
My
man.
junior,
missed that
I think
twice.
my junior says, which is the earliest one I'm getting in, is the 9th of May. So that's soon.
That is
that's real
very
soon.
That's
Very soon.
only 2 weeks away. Roughly.
It's yeah. I mean, we're running right into these next Hammond Collection figures as it appears. I
That's
think it's
fine
going to
with
be
me,
the
though.
same thing with the as like the other Hammond Collection figures, where they're going to start off like the certain people pre-order them, they're gonna show up, and from there, and then eventually in August, Target will stock them. But yeah, so Target is really behind with these resets,
Very behind.
with these sort of timeline, because they waited all the way till April when Amazon got these in January.
Yeah. You figured
And so
JP3 Raptor, that popped up in like January. Like I want to say like in the first couple days of the year, the JP3 Raptors went up for order. Like not even pre-order, they went up like you could buy them and they will be here in like a week. And
yeah,
4 months later, Target's just starting to get them, and they even popped up at Best
I
Buy.
remember
that.
that.
and
Barely.
Packy. I don't understand what Target's doing with that. They're dropping the ball hard because
they dropped it hard.
well, you know what? It would have been fine if they stocked it in January. Like
Mhm.
with
that was
Muldoon and
such
Ray.
a
That was
weird
so
wave. Like
It was just only Muldoon and Ray, and that was it. And then the
Granted,
rescue pack too. That
two
was it.
great Hammond figures, but like
No dinos.
yeah, we love the Hammond humans, but the meat and bones of this whole line is the dinosaurs. It's what makes the Hammond Collection the Hammond Collection. Granted, I
Yeah.
love extra articulation on my human figures for like stop motion and toy photography, but most people are buying the dinosaurs. Those things sat on the shelves for 3 months, and then they all went on clearance.
Well, exclusively the humans go on sale for now. All that I've seen so far,
yeah.
since the first wave they looked like they stocked up a bit more, and then once people bought them, that was that. So they went on sale. These humans are the only thing that goes on sale that I've seen in these cycles, at least last year. I didn't see any dinosaurs go on sale last year after the first wave.
Yeah, after the first wave, everything. It was weird because
there's like Triceratops and stuff like that, maybe, but like
I
other
never
than
saw
that,
that
we're
one. Very sad about that. But hey, we got the new one coming. That'll be my repaint fodder.
just running through these real quick. I think Nedry's really cool with all of his accessories. Everything from the Amber collection, plus the iconic, stick stupid. We got that here. Also got extra hands. He's gonna be a solid figure. I like that they have the nice new swivel articulation.
Oh, the leg swivels are much needed.
Oh
Welcome.
yeah, I'm excited for that.
I hope that carries on throughout all these figures and not just the big fat people.
Well, no.
I mean,
oh yeah, because the Hammond and
it's a
Nedry.
bigger figure. You have more area for plastic to make it, but you know what I mean. I hope this continues throughout the line.
Watch,
I'm gonna
they're
get
just
canceled
do
now.
it
I'm
for
sorry,
Hammond
guys.
and Nedry, and then just
No,
right
you're
back
fine,
to
you're
the
fine,
regular
you're green light.
articulation.
Don't worry.
Just like Concavinator with the arm.
Same with the
hand.
Baby Rex with the extra leg articulation.
I know.
Yeah.
I hope they continue that.
Junior looks awesome though. Junior, I'm really excited for.
surprised.
I hope he has the same paint as he currently has in these promo images,
Yeah,
and it's
you
not
never
all
know.
printed in weird.
I just noticed the
hope
baby
not.
Stego has like new articulation too, like an extra leg articulation as well.
Yeah, it has a lot of articulation. The Baby Stego does. The
Yeah,
front
they have-
limbs are articulated, and
Yeah.
back limbs a lot. The tail even, and that neck and head. Ton of articulation there. I just am really not a big fan of the face. I mean, the colors aren't bad. The sculpt for the body is really not bad either. I can't get over the head.
We still haven't kind of seen it in face to face, so it could.
I don't think it's gonna look that much better, but me
The thing is
personally,
with the Baby Stego though is mostly it's just the head. The head is the only thing. It's not even the head sculpt. It's just the way they did the articulation in the mouth, because that's not how herbivores work. I'm really surprised they did it like that and not just like what they've done for Ankylosaurus, Pachycephalosaurus, and Parasaurolophus.
yeah, the little beak would have worked so perfectly for this
It would
guy.
have been
But
so fine, but no, they decided to give it jowls like it's a T-Rex or a Velociraptor, like it's a theropod. Like it just doesn't make any sense.
I mean, granted, all the herbivores with the articulated jaws have jowls, like even the Pachy and
They're
everything.
small.
Yeah,
They're
but it's-
tiny.
Yeah, they're so minuscule because I don't know why they did that. But I don't know.
Okay,
I'm
yeah,
just
that's-
trying to figure out what Mattel's doing.
Hammond, he looks great with all of his stuff. I
like
guess
his
I don't know.
accessories.
I like his like the overall look of him looks really nice. If he continues to have like that sort of paint detail and stuff, he looks really Really good. And the cane's good. The ice cream's a funny touch. I mean, I don't know how needed it was, but I think it's an odd but cool accessory for sure.
I'd rather see some more like I like how Amber Hammond he came with a baby raptor. I thought that was awesome, mostly because I just like the baby raptor and an egg. I don't understand why they gave Hammond the ice cream. I mean, I don't mind it. Like I think it's kind of funny and it's good background props if I ever wanted to like recreate the scene. Or it's good props in general. But I think seeing like maybe like a Jurassic Park brochure or just something like related to
The map and the walkie-talkie, like in the bunker.
that
Or
that would have been cool.
what else would have been kind of cool is if he had an egg with a baby trike in it, because in one of the original endings for Jurassic Park, John Hammond had a Triceratops egg, but he got killed. But then he gave it a Grant, and the baby trike hatched in Grant's arms.
That
Okay.
would have been
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, it's really old.
Yeah, like a little Easter egg type accessory. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe they
Alright,
could have had him come with an incubator like the San Diego Comic-Con one did in 2019.
Oh, that would be cool.
Yeah, that would've been cool.
would've been
If Doctor Wu gets made, I hope he comes with that accessory, an
I hope he
incubator of
does.
sorts.
I think
Um,
Medjay
I
looks
think-
great, honestly.
Yeah,
Yep.
those all are all pretty good except for that baby stego, and
Yeah.
just because of the head. Next we have the medium dinosaurs, Irritator, Metriacanthosaurus, and
But the
Corythosaurus.
fun
Good
begins.
stuff.
Wait, where's the logo on the Irritator box? Oh, it's not there yet. Damn it! I want to
No,
see
they
it.
haven't shown-
I want to see the logo on the side of the box. That's gonna
They
be really
show-
interesting.
Yeah.
I
I'm
wonder,
curious.
I wonder if it's gonna be JP3.
I
or
think it
just
might be
gonna say-
JP3, but
Well, the color scheme
Yeah,
is
so
based
the-
off of JP3 games, so
the Irritator he looks really cool in the promo images, less so in the actual figure. I think that promo images look a little bit better. It still looks good, but I'm excited for this one. I think it's an odd choice, but they executed it pretty well. This one is based off of Jurassic Park 3 Park Builder. Yeah, it's an interesting one for sure.
But
Thoughts on this guy?
I
Very good.
absolutely love this thing. I absolutely love this guy. This guy looks so freaking amazing. Like, I was kind of wondering, what are they gonna base this on? Are they gonna base on the Jurassic World Alive game or something else? But then I didn't even remember that this guy was in that game. And then after looking at that image from that Jurassic Park 3 Park Builder, I'm like, oh my god, they based it on the Jurassic Park 3 Park Builder, but they gave it a better design than that one if you think about it, because it has a thicker tail, it's got a sail, and just it looks really, really cool.
It's kind of a little bit more scientifically accurate with that sort of flappy tail. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if Irritator had that, but I mean, I know Spinosaurus has that more paddle-like tail.
Also, can I just say something else? I really, really, really like that head. I kind of wish that head was on a baryonyx body, just saying, because I really like that head. I like the narrow snout of the Spinosaurus family, because I really like those type of animals, because, it's basically a crocodile with legs.
Yeah, the sculpt looks really cool on this guy. One thing to know about this is it does say, like, in the description on Walmart that it did say this is game accurate, so that means it is, like, definitely inspired by the game. So, again, I'm interested to see what logo's on here. Probably Jurassic Park 3 if I were to guess. This one also does not have a 30th anniversary Jurassic Park logo on it.
Yeah, that's
So-
really weird.
it's very interesting why they did that. I don't know why.
I don't know if it's intentional or not, but also Concavenator does not have that detail. Just
That's
noting.
true.
So
But then again, Concavenator,
Yeah.
Irritator, they're kind of like obscure species in the franchise.
I wonder if
That's
they're
right.
doing that because of that.
That's
Maybe.
actually kind of smart.
But the Metriacanthosaurus, which we'll get into right now, that does have that logo on the box, and that one is seen in Jurassic Park. And,
Yeah, it was technically in the movie, just not.
it's
physical
on
form.
the park brochure.
It's
so,
on the map.
On the map.
And that's also on the little vial thing.
Yeah, it is. It's one of the things that Nedry stole. So this one has an odd color scheme. I guess not too odd though, because if you think about it, we only have the website one as our
Yeah.
reference. I think it looks cool. The sculpt looks nice, accurate to the Jurassic World
It's
version.
very nice. I like the colors. And they're
I'm
grown on
excited
me.
for this one.
Oh yeah,
I
me
mean,
too.
I would have preferred the original ones, but I like them. They've grown on me.
Mm.
The color scheme's pretty good. I mean, obviously,
It's
I think
alright.
everybody was expecting the website, but this ain't bad.
I mean, it's just a nice earth tone dinosaur. I mean, it's nothing too
For
crazy. So
sure.
I think Jurassic World's the logo on the box for this one. I'd be surprised if it said Jurassic Park, but that'd be cool if it did.
Did it have
Yeah,
it?
it would be
I think
very
it down.
Next we have
Corythosaurus?
Corythosaurus. This one, definitely my favorite that's been revealed so far, I think. I really love how this one looks. Good paint, good sculpt. We finally got Corythosaurus, so that's a win for sure.
Finally.
Oh my, I'm so excited for this one. I can't wait. Hopefully it goes into stock on Amazon so we can actually get it, because it's been a pain. But
Took him 35 years,
Yeah,
but we got
it's
it.
been in stock 2 times, but I mean it's sold out really, really fast every time.
Because, we never got this in any capacity of all the toy lines. Hasbro never made it. Mattel hasn't made it until now. No one has made this into an official Jurassic Park product.
Except for
No one.
Captives. Captives got it, but
Yeah, that's true.
Captives technically did it first.
yeah. So, I think it's really cool. This one, really, really great to see this figure. Has good paint and everything. I mean, really,
I love the paint on this guy.
It's
really,
so good.
solid figure.
Looks so
So,
good.
yeah.
I cannot wait. All right.
That about wraps it up, I think. For
Did we
new
mention
figures, at
Beyond the
least.
Gates? We haven't talked about Beyond the
Super
Gates yet.
Colossal Indominus.
Yeah, no.
That's
We
that's
got
gonna
2
link.
Beyond the Gates to cover.
That's gonna link
technically,
into Beyond the Gates actually. So this past April one was the Indominus and the Super Colossal Indoraptor. I don't think those really needed to be on the gates, but it is what it is.
Yeah, it's just,
Honestly, I mean, I can see the Indominus. I mean, I don't really mind the Indominus being on Beyond the Gates, but
why
Super
the
Colossal.
Indoraptor?
I mean, the Indoraptor though is like as just not even just being present on Beyond the Gates, but just existing. It just doesn't make a lot of sense. I mean, in my opinion, like it's been a while since like I've seen a kid actually buy this in stores since like Fallen Kingdom, but yeah, no one's actually buying this stuff. I mean, it just clogs like too much shelf space, and there's no actual purpose in needing like a super colossal.
It's $70.
That too,
I ain't
yeah, the
spent
price.
$70
Of,
Yeah,
on that.
they've really gone up in price with these Super Colossal figures, and yeah, I don't know. It's not a really needed thing. The proportions are really odd too.
It looks
If
ugly.
this is your cup of tea, I mean that's cool, but
Yeah,
I'm
if
not
you guys
crazy
want
about it for sure.
If you guys want a big dinosaur to, cuddle with, I would recommend it. But yeah,
There you go. Yeah, I mean the Indominus is cool. I like how they had the guy on there who actually talked about how the Indominus came to be, the design and everything.
That was
that's cool. That's kind of cool.
But yeah, and then the other Beyond the Gates was the like Funko Pop.
Ugh.
Like
I guarantee you
I don't
nobody
Yeah.
gave a single
we
crap.
do
I don't
not-
want to talk about it.
we don't really care about that, even though they're sold out pre-orders on Target right now.
I'm
I
surprised.
do not care about that. A lot of people who collect the Mattel toys don't care, so that's probably more Funko collectors that actually care about
More
that.
for them,
but-
I guess.
Yeah, exactly.
Or are they
I
gonna
think
be
that's just
joining
a
the
waste
rest
of a
Funko
slot,
Pops in the
though.
landfill?
I think that's just a waste of a slot, though. Yeah,
Yeah.
realistically.
That whole Funko
We
Beyond the
thought-
Gates was definitely a waste of a slot. I mean, Indoraptor was just waste of a space. Like, I'm not spending $70 on a giant Indoraptor made of hunky plastic. I'm all set with that. Don't need that. Indominus was cool, but the whole Funko one, it was like, yeah, 30th anniversary Funko Pops, but I think I would rather spend like a couple $100 on a Rex breakout statue from like, I don't know, Iron Studios, or I don't think they're a couple $100. I think they're like near 1,000. But still, I'd rather buy
1,500.
that to recreate that scene than a Funko Pop. I mean, granted, it's kind of cool. I like those kind of like statue ones, but for $40 for just half of it, nah. Like
It
that.
was $40. I thought it was $25.
Nope. That's how
Oh
bad
my
Funko
God.
inflation is, apparently. Like the ones that got revealed, what was it, last year? They didn't even get their own Beyond the Gates, and that's how it should be.
No,
Like
they never
the,
got any.
The ones that was like John Hammond with the gate, Muldoon with the Raptors, Tim with the Raptors in the kitchen, Ellie Sattler with the strike. Those were only $30 a piece, which is expensive, but it's not like
Wait, when
it's
did
not that
happen?
bad, especially now they're on clearance, I think, for like $15, $10, something like that. So you can get them for real cheap if you even want them.
I feel like those are even more interesting though than what was revealed here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
So
these ones were just mid. And the one that was Bullseye is John Hammond.
that's stupid.
Who wants
but-
that? Like, really?
A dog with a Jurassic Park costume on.
That's very. It seems kind of consumerist for sure.
Oh, it's so
very,
stupid.
very much so like promoting Target. But anyways, which Target is not that great of a company, I'd say.
Nah.
For pre-orders at least. I'm
They
getting kind of
suck at pre-orders.
I'm getting kind of upset because I mean they have not shipped out a pre-order in like 6 months. So
That's
I mean
insane.
it's almost useless. The last thing I got from them pre-ordered was a Hammond Collection Ray Arnold because I forgot I pre-ordered him and I just didn't get him in store. So
You know,
yeah,
it's funny. I still have my pre-order for the Hammond Collection Packy. I
still have a pre-order for the Red
when
Rex,
that's gonna
and
ship.
I have the pre-order for the Red Rex, and I don't think it's ever gonna ship. I think I'm gonna find it way before it ever ships, which I
Oh,
still
yeah.
haven't even found a Red Rex. But
Dude,
they're
none of the
popping
targets in my
up.
area even
I don't know
have them. And I'm
where.
like, isn't today's 23rd when we're recording this? Isn't that the street date? Target's lacking on the
Apparently.
Red Rex. I don't know why they
It's
didn't they
weird
just
that they're
release it all
popping
at
up.
once.
They're
Mattel
popping
is
out at other places,
baiting us.
but not just. It's just so weird that they're popping up at other places, but not where we live. It's weird.
yeah, I mean I'll get here eventually, whatever. But so we're just gonna look to the next Legacy reveal, and I think that's gonna be probably the Lost World
There's
set.
two. There's
The Lost
two
World
sets
set and then
revealed.
something else. If it's not, then whatever. But that's what I'm guessing. And that's about it, right? Yeah, but it's been a good one. Covered a lot of stuff this time.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
I guess that's it. Any final thoughts?
Looking forward to the newer bills.
I can't wait to spend more money on plastic dinosaurs and think about life choices.
All right, I think that's it. See you guys.
Bye.
Take care.
Goodbye.